Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Zechariah chapter 4 verses 10. Hello beautiful family, warmest welcome back again to the Lovystouch channel. I trust you're doing so well and you're taking very good care of yourself. Today I will be sharing with you my favorite breakfast of all time. Trust me family, when I say Hausa Koko is the best breakfast you can start your day with. It is absolutely healthy. It just puts you into the right frame of mind to handle anything that comes your way during the day. This is another great dish coming from the northern part of Ghana. Family, it's absolutely amazing. So I really hope you stay tuned and let's do this together. Please don't go anywhere. So for this recipe, you will need your millet, okay? And there are a lot of different types of millet that you can use. These pearl millets are the most common one that you can find, especially in the Ghanaian market, to make your hausakoko with. But you can also use the finger one, that is the reddish color. I love to make that with as well. So we begin by washing our millet thoroughly, and then we're going to soak it for 24 hours for it to ferment. So all the millet that floats on top like this means that it is not good, so just wipe it off and make sure you stir for all the bad ones to come on top. Then you allow it to rest for 24 hours. So 24 hours later, there has been a little bit of fermentation going on here, and that is exactly what we need for our hausakoko. So for the rest of the ingredients, we have 2 tums of ginger, some cloves, and my secret of all ingredient is right here, cardamom seeds. It gives it that husky feeling that I really love. And I have some grains of salam, black peppercorns, and dried chili peppers. This is what we call miswa, and you can use any kind of chilies that you prefer. I will give my millet a little bit of rinse and I will blend together with the other spices. The exact quantity of ingredients will be listed down below in the description box. So it's time for us to blend everything together, and you really need lots and lots of water here because you want to extract as much juice as possible from this amazing mixture. Now time for us to strain our juices once everything has been perfectly blended. So I always do the straining 2 times. I first of all use my sieve or strainer, and then for the second time with my net, because I really want my hausakoko to be as smooth as possible. No particles allowed at all. So you go ahead and strain everything out. All this has been quite a process, so do not hesitate to add a little bit more water to get as much juice as possible, okay? Normally do not throw the chaff away. I save it in the freezer because it is quite a process, okay? So I save it and blend it anytime that I want to, and blend it again anytime that I want to make another batch of hausakoko. The only thing that I do is to add a little bit more of the spices, and that is it. I use it one more time and it's really good. You do not have to throw it away at all, okay? So once that is done, look at that. Yes, there was still chaff in there. So right now you are rest assured that your porridge is going to be as smooth as possible. So you go ahead and cover it again for another 24 hours or more. In my case, I put it in my fridge for 2 more days. And let me tell you, the fermentation was so intense and it was amazing. So I just slowly, gently pour out the water on the surface, because this is going to serve as the base for my cocoa. My hausakoko, I always prefer to use the clay pot, because you know what, it traps the heat so well. I'm going to boil the water until it is bubbly hot. Okay, it was about 10 to 15 minutes, and look at that, it is absolutely hot, and that is what you want this water to be. Because the water was really very fermented, it forms like this foamy substance that you really have to be careful, because it can create lumps. So you have to be gentle about it and clear everything on top of the water. Well, then I add half teaspoon of salt and cover it, allow it to boil again for about 3 minutes. I will go ahead and prepare my dough. Okay, the millet dough. I just want my Hausa Koko to be very, very thick, so it really depends on how you want yours. I just took about 3.5 scoop of the millet dough, and look at that, it's still boiling hot. That is why I love to have it in my clay pot. It traps the heat so well. This is very crucial moment. You have to be very, very smart about it. While you pouring your dough mixture, you just have to stir very well, because as you're stirring, it thickens up. So if you're not smart about it, it's going to create lumps, and this is because I added lots of dough. Don't do that, okay? My dough was just too much, so it thickened up really, really fast. So please reduce the amount of dough that you use, but I love mine to be very thick. That is why I did it like that. Okay, so once it thick, go ahead and add some boiled water, not cold water, boiled water. Okay, because you're not going to put it on fire again. You're going to allow the heat to cook your cocoa for you. Cover it with your parchment paper, allow it to sit down and rest and cook through for about 20 minutes, and then voila. It's so much excitement. Oh my goodness. Cocoa is ready. Oh yes, our cocoa is so much ready, and that went exactly how I want mine to be. Thick, beautiful texture. The kids go wild for Hausa Koko. Look at that little girl. She cannot wait to have it in the mouth. I was scrolling on the internet and I came across all this fancy restaurant, and you know what they call cocoa, Hausa Koko. On the menu it was written warm millet smoothie, and I was like, wow, information. Yes, you. Anyways, it was so funny. I just had to laugh. Show my husband, we laughed so much that day. So yes, we prepared some warm millet smoothie, y'all. Oh my goodness, this is so funny. So if you also want to create some bouginess with your Hausa Koko, this is how we do it. Okay, you add a little bit of milk, and let me tell you, it is absolutely delicious. Thank you so much, family, for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this recipe in as much as I did. This is my heart right here. I do love Hausa Koko so much, and I was so blessed to have a family who think the same as I do. It's always a pleasure, and it's always a great start for us to have Hausa Koko and some koose, which I've also shared the recipe. I'll link it right here if you've not watched it yet. And if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lovia from Lovystouch. My main goal here is to cheer you up into making your own delicious meal right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please come on board, subscribe, and join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so much, family, for watching once again, and just know that you are so beautiful just the way you are. See you in my next video.